Hi everyone, and welcome to today's General Hospital recap. As always, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any of our videos or recaps. I'm filming this with my selfie stick because E-Cat's sleeping next to me and I didn't want to disturb her. Real fast, I'm going to say this nice and concise because I tried to say this really drawn out, but just real fast. I will not, nor will I ever post an actual episode of General Hospital on here because it is copyright infringement and it would get my whole channel taken down. And me and Cassie have worked on this channel for the past 4 years, and I'm not going to get it shut down over copyright infringement. So that's really all I have to say about that. So now let's get to today's General Hospital recap. Oh, but you can watch it if you have Xfinity. You can watch General Hospital on demand. You can watch it on abc.com, and you can watch it on the ABC app. There's plenty of ways to watch the show. But anyway, let's get today's General Hospital recap. At the Quartermaines, Tracy overhears Paul having a very suspicious conversation, and she asks him about the call. He says it's stuff about the DA's office and how much of a mess Scott and Ric made of it. Yeah, okay, not having it. So Tracy tells Paul she's concerned about Michael going to the mob meeting, and she wishes Sonny a long and healthy life if it means Michael doesn't get involved with the mob. That's really sweet of her, actually. As Silas's, Nina doesn't like the suggestion of her buying the place and her, Kiki, and Franco all living together. Just not her cup of tea. And Nina and Kiki mutually agree that they don't want to live together because they hate each other. So then Nina's like, well, actually, I don't hate you. And they have a small civil conversation again, which is really surprising and lovely. And Kiki leaves. Franco literally begs Nina to buy the apartment. So Franco tries to spin it that because of the horrible things that happened in the apartment, they got back together and he was able to show that he thoroughly trusts her. So it kind of has to erase some of the bad, right? And Nina, after some back and forth, she finally agrees to buy the apartment, but no Kiki. So she worries that having Kiki there will make their relationship suffer, but Franco thinks that them helping Kiki would give them both a chance at redemption, but it would also drive Ava crazy. So, it might not all be bad. At the floating rib, Julie and Ava have Avery there, and Julian wonders if Ava will have time to parent Avery. Sorry, I didn't write Avery, so I kind of got lost. And she says that she can run the business and be a mother at the same time, and then Kiki walks in. So Ava approaches Kiki. She's at the door, at the bar. Oh my goodness. And Kiki refuses to talk to her. Ava keeps trying to talk to her, and Kiki's just totally ignoring her like she doesn't even exist. And Ava's like, we're family, me and Julian and Avery, we're your family. And Kiki turns around, actually acknowledges her existence, and goes, well, then how come neither of you have reached out to me in weeks? And, if I'm family, then, I'm not family. You're not my family. And, that is pretty bad that, nobody reached out to her. Seriously. And she says she has family, but they're not it. So I'm like, who are you talking about? At Kelly's, Liz catches Jake with her phone. Yeah, what are you doing? And Jake says he just wants to see who upset her. Patrick and Sam walk in, and they tell them that they're engaged. Liz is like, well, the sooner we're all married, the better. And I'm like, please. No. So Patrick tells Sam that he has to go because Sonny woke up, and Liz has to go too. Jake tells Sam about the phone call that upset Elizabeth. So Sam arranges for Kelly's to deliver to the house so that she has time to just kind of hang with Jake. And she researches the phone number that called Elizabeth because Jake memorized it because he's amazing, and he's also Jason Morgan. It's a landline from Windermere, so very much not the hospital. And he's like, wait, it came from Nicholas's place? And I'm like, yeah, it did. It did. So Sam is like, well, that's interesting because Nicholas usually calls me from this number. And they deduce that it must have been Hayden that called Elizabeth. And isn't that strange? Why would Hayden call Elizabeth? I don't know. Why would Hayden call Elizabeth? So they don't understand. Okay, so they don't understand why Hayden would call Elizabeth, but they also don't understand why Elizabeth would lie to him. I wonder why. At the hospital, Carly actually gets Sonny to wake up. And she talks to him. And eventually he asks for Avery, but before she has a chance to give him the bad news, Patrick walks in the room and wants to run some tests. So some of the tests include checking Sonny's reflexes, and when Patrick is checking like his foot to see if like he reacts, he doesn't. So Patrick's like, well, could just be the anesthesia not wearing off yet. Maybe. So Patrick tells Carly and Sonny that Sonny has partial paralysis in his legs. Not good, but it could just be temporary. We don't know. At Windermere, Nicholas and Hayden are kissing, and Laura walks in because that's not awkward at all. And Laura says, "Oh, so you're the one who knew who knows Jake's identity." And Hayden's like, "Yeah, I mean, I used to, but I don't anymore." And Laura's like, "Well, that's really convenient." Gotta love her. So Hayden tells Laura about how allegedly Helena told her about Jake's real identity, but not Nicholas, and how she thinks that's convenient. And I'm like, you have a point, Hayden. So Hayden indirectly tells Laura that she's living there, and then Elizabeth calls Nick, and Nicholas lies to Laura and says it's ELQ calling. Well, Laura and Hayden, I guess. So Elizabeth wants Nick to get Hayden and Laura under control because she is not happy. And there's some conversation about Laura living there and Hayden moving out between Laura and Hayden. But in the end, they're all going to live there together like one big happy family. End scene. So Paul says he'll try to get Michael out of this whole situation. And Tracy wants Paul to steer clear of Ava as well, because she's like, that woman is no good. Ava still thinks she has a chance with Kiki. Delusional. She's delusional. So Kiki returns to the apartment. Nina tells her that they're going to buy the place and they want Kiki to stay. And Kiki's like, yeah, maybe he does, but I know you don't. And Nina's like, actually, I do want you to stay. And Franco tells her that they want to be her family, and Kiki starts crying in his arms. So that's actually really sweet. I'm not going to lie. You know, I'm not like a huge fan of Kiki as a character. The actress is fine. Great, actually. But, you know, Kiki as a character has never been, like, my favorite. But, like, this was actually really sweet. Nicholas tells Laura that Hayden is staying there so he can keep an eye on her, basically. Ika, what are you doing? And he tells Laura he does have real feelings for her. And Laura asks how he's going to have a relationship. How he's going to have a relationship with a woman that he tried to have killed. That's going to be awkward. So Jake asks Elizabeth why Hayden called her, and Elizabeth is like, basically. And Carly wants to get married again because that worked out so well the first 2 times. Well, I guess 6. But Sonny says no, he doesn't want to marry her if he doesn't know if he'll walk again. So that's interesting. Thank you for watching today's General Hospital recap. Kind of different today, mostly because I didn't want to move because I'm lazy. But I don't know, this is actually kind of cool. I like with the selfie stick. I get pretty good, mobility with it. Okay. But thank you for watching. If you liked today's video, please give it a thumbs up, and I will see you tomorrow for more General Hospital. I hope you have a great day. Bye!